Welcome back to round one action here at the Tahiti Pro Teahupo'o. We've got a classic heat on paper. Julian Wilson in a great position in the title race comes into this event number 2 in the world and the defending event champ as he's right next to Joel Parkinson in his send-off season. This will be the last round one heat Parker will have here in Tahiti. Julian taking off nice and deep. He'll step off. That thing just stretched out on him real quick. And now the white jersey, that's Mateia Hiquily.
It's really consistent, and yeah, of course I prefer bigger barrels, but it's really fun when it gets small as well. It's a powerful wave, and yeah, I'm stoked to make sure.
Father's Day in Brazil, we can't get away from mentioning your stepdad Charlie in the channel for you. You actually needed him in that heat. How cool is it to share these experiences with him?
As always, he's been supporting me, and I feel grateful to have a dad like that.
And what about that air? I mean, just having that ability to turn kind of a three-point ride into something special, is that what you're really working on?
Yeah, I mean, when it's small, you kind of have to deal with the condition, you know.
He knows that at this break, there's never a point where he's going to discount himself or take himself out.
Opportunity now for Joel Parkinson. Slamming on the brakes to get sucked back into the pit. He'll punch out. Nice little carve out on the inside corner, just about the barrel effort there.
I had to talk to him just the other day, and this is the first time he's ever surfed in the event, because ordinarily, and in the trials, here we go, replay of Parko, stalling, holding. Looked like for a second there he might have got a little too high on the face, but came back down. That gave him speed to kind of accelerate out, and a good starter.
How's the technique getting sucked back into the pit, Bio?
Yeah, right there. There was that little moment where he looked like he got high on the face, but then that little down line that he had from that getting sucked up high like that gave him the speed to sort of penetrate and push through that back end of the wave and the closing out part of it and get onto the open face.
You see the difference in an approach when you're out in front, especially backhand. That's hard to stall so much where you get sucked back into the pit. This is the trials winner, Mateia Hiquily. Just getting a little setup turn out, surfing on the biggest stage to date in his career. And the trials was absolutely firing, so he's so happy to represent Tahiti in the draw.
He hadn't been in a position to do the trials this year without sponsorship, without money. This young man, it's all here for him.
Great to see. This is Mateia now under the hood on the first section, almost punching free. So a little bit of a hiccup there on the exit. Fishing just ahead of Tikanui Smith, representing Morea. He'll be coming up next. Watching the backhand of Julian Wilson, world number 2. Comes off the top, wide open face, under the lip hook. No barrel yet, but he'll stall for it on the end section over the dry reef. He gets taken down. When this wave really got on the map globally in the competitive format. Parko up now. Nice clean backside turn. Climbs that roof, and he's out of there. A 2-turn combination to back up the 4.67. Mateia now setting his sights on this one real quick, and he's out of there. You can tell he had that barrel stance from the get-go. That one's not giving it to him.
Here he is.
Deep on this one, Mateia. Looks like he's just going to kick out further down the line with priorities Wilson. Little backhand carve. He wants the lip to show up. Nice, easy tempo on the arc again, but he's has to get out of there once again, BL. Down to 19.25. Wilson still needs a 4.24 for Parko's lead. Talk about Joel Parkinson's longevity being a threat. The 07 was the turning point. Back-to-back semifinals out here. Even that first semifinal, he got past Andy Irons in the quarters. Now stalling once again on the backhand, spending a bit of time in the tube. Parko throwing down the backhand down carve into a nice snap off the lip and showcasing that beautiful style that we love to watch. 2.23, long gone, BL.
To that point where the wins and losses don't cut you like they used to.
What'd you like about this one?
Well, I love that he had to really work hard to get in that barrel, and then there was that nice clean exit. I love the style. Freeze frame that right in that carve, and you just see that beautiful Joel Parkinson style. That little snap and drop out of the lip into that shallow bit of reef.
This one rolls through. On the end sections, Joel Parkinson pulls right in on the takeoff. Total control to punch out of that highline exit. There's that clean little wrap. Could do in his sleep, little down card jam, and he's out of there. We're going to miss those traditional lines that he has his own signature on. If you could watch one maneuver of Joel Parkinson all day long, what would it be?
The whole thing. The whole thing's just got that silky connection. A clean thing. There's no quivering of the nose. It's just this one beautiful searing arc of the board. And here's the replay. That was actually a third priority wave. He was in third priority. Both the other two surfers out there went, no, we don't want it, and passed that wave up. It may have been either of those guys' best wave, perhaps at this point in the heat. For Joel, he's like, I'm in third, why not? Stalls, gets covered, a lot of white water on that one. It goes into that beautiful cutback there. But yeah, the whole performance of Joel Parkinson has just got that class. It reeks of class.
Oh, I love
beautiful.
it, BL. It's so beautiful.
Really fun to watch Joel kind of settle in out here and find that. And it gets in a rhythm. Could be dangerous for this man right here.
Thank you, Strider. This is Wilson gliding in. Looking for an answer. And changes up to pull into the barrel. Punches free. Wilson now out in the open face. Nice snap off the top and shuts it down. Right when you think he's going to wind up for a hack, he shows he can adapt on the fly and pulls into the tube. Now dealing with this real shallow section on the reef.
And the surfing part of it really is obviously important, but it takes a back seat to the competing and to the wave selection.
What happened here to Julian?
Did you see that? That I thought there was a little drift, a little loss of control off the bottom there. And see the board just fully twitched. But somehow it put him into the absolute perfect position. It was almost like a fin wasn't there and the board drifted sideways. And there we see Jules finishing up on the dry reef because he wants it.
More action to come. Mateia pulling right in. Small section's going to drain off without him.
Yeah, we're seeing the effect of being on this stage, isn't it? You know, the trials is one thing and it's full of talent. Those it took Julian a while to kind of centre himself after that cat and mouse.
During the break, Parker got another one, BL.
Ooh, a throaty, clean traveller. And look, lays that beautiful swooping cut back into the layback in the whitewater. And figures that he may as well ditch that one and rather than try and make...
Also catching up with Julian Wilson here.
Another barrel for Julian. Straight in. He knows from last year that it's never over. And he'll keep fighting. But this one, got a little flat, little whiteboard. But look, is he going to the air? Yes, he is. And these guys trying to wring every little point they can find. Mateia Hiquily.
Hiquily licking for the barrel this entire heat. How'd you like this one?
Oh, that was nice. That kind of rushed the cutout there. There was maybe room to just come out and give it a bit more time so we could appreciate it a bit more. Mateia's third, but we'll see what the judges think.
That's exactly right. Wilson doing a great job having the highest winning percentage on tour so far and just throwing away the punt, getting hung up off the lip there. Meanwhile, last scores are coming in. Wilson has just taken the lead, 6-1-7 to a 4.5 back-to-back. Incomplete on the air there.
Not sure that it'll influence it too much, but here we go, another one.
Late takeoff for Joel, right into the pit. Wilson has the best view for that one, comes flying out.
Well, he definitely got it then, you would think.
Clean entry, clean exit, only chasing a 5.08. And you can see Wilson just looking at him real quick from the other side of the shoulder. This is what we love. We could have another lead change. Let's have another look here.
He's got that beautiful angle, just slides in off the takeoff, holds it, and it just runs. And that was a really nice tube, well managed, got every little bit of time out of it. This is a good angle. Look at him, right in the pit, holds it as long as he could. Lovely tube ride. And the waves are getting better. It's interesting, that energy of the sun, as you say. Here we go. Julian.
Gliding in, Wilson. Knows that Parker just got barreled, just had to take a look, nothing on offer there.
And I suppose the influence you can see is watching Gabriel Medina go to the air on that one. Julian going, well, if I'm not getting tubed, I've got to find one of those maneuvers to get the score.
Mateia back in the pit, representing Tahiti, the trials winner, off the bottom. Slamming on the brakes, bonus section to pull in. Out with a spit. Nice and easy on the roundhouse cutback, and he'll just ramp his way into the dry reef section. Not afraid of that going absolutely dry, but starting to heat up a little bit, finding a better rhythm. His way before 3.67, still trying to chase down a 7.0 for the win.
Something about the style and the finesse and the technique that you get to show on your backhand that doesn't... Oh, look at this one. He's deep, pulls in, There it goes. He's got both arms on the wave face, holding it. Little fade down for this second barrel section. Nice little cover up there. And then he got into another cutback. Here's the water angle.
Love this vision. What was he doing with his arms there?
Yeah, he's going to try to slow himself down and maximise time in the tube. Because on the front side, as Pete Mel said earlier today, not having that whole body and being able to drag that body means that your board picks up more speed than it would on the backhand, and using your body in that way, leaning it into the wave face. So on your front side, you want to get your arms in and try and use those arms. And the double arm drag, which is quite a new thing. This day and age, they've got these support crews and family and friends that can go with them to keep them in a positive place. Big set, late drop. Ooh.
Straight down to the bottom was the defending event champ, Julian Wilson, trying to pull off a miracle.
That was gnarly.
Straight down to the bottom and just free fell straight to the reef. He's already back up. Left chasing that 6.36, 45 seconds. Wilson again. World number 2, backhand jam. Going off the roof with a backhand reverse. Just going to his talent level to try to force the score. Inside corner, belts it. Another reverse, but he ends up running out of wave on the inside.
That was a lot of work. He did everything he possibly could to try and turn that into the score. Nice turns. Let's have a look at this on the replay and really dissect with her. First turn was a little bit wide. This turn, kind of not the height, kind of tricky, but nothing too, risky or talented. There was nothing to lose in that moment. That little turn was crisp. This little turn was beautiful.
Running out of time there. That last score will be coming in for Wilson. Didn't have much of a wave to work with, but just showed off that skill set. Parco gives a nice high five to Tikanui. The wild card coming up next, and numbers dropping for Julian. Left chasing a 5.46. Now numbers in. It's not going to be enough. Joel Parkinson doing a great job to control that heat, getting the 6.03 in a special event for him, surfing in the Tahiti Pro for the last time. Mateia Hiquily got himself back in as well towards the tail end.